He's got a gun on his sword. Oh, we lost an arm. Okay. Yeah, because we are always losing arms.
Raiden, are you all right?
No?
You're almost clear of the tunnel. Just hang on.
This is all the Ripper has to offer?
I think I'm out of tea. See you later, guys. Am I supposed to do something?
Do you want to practice first?
Oh. I was supposed to get hit. Okay.
This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over. Lucky devil.
Get you waiting, huh?
There's no way that they could hit specifically him from there. Not a chance. He could have easily killed us many times. If we can indeed be killed, I don't know. I feel like we... Oh, he's got a... Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Down you go!
Spray and pray will only take you so far.
Flares!
But then again, I need to stop trying to make this game realistic in any way, because it's really not. It's not that kind of game. Now we'll get story. Hopefully we'll get some story. There's got to be some story, right? Oh. Okay. Let's go. We got an achievement for that. Kind of reminds me of Warframe. Did you see the new Warframe update? Have you played it yet? Demos? I don't know why the mouse icon continues to appear. You haven't played any of the open worlds.
How is it, Raiden?
So far, so good.
That looks more like
Got a
Raiden.
clean visual.
A direct feed to your optic nerve. Yes, I should hope so, huh? I mean, how does it feel? To fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just
Tovarich.
relax and enjoy the ride.
Tovarich.
Can you hear me, Raiden?
Doctor.
Remember the two procedures to maintain your new
That was an
body.
American
One,
trying to say a
seizing
Russian word.
nano-repair units from your foes. And two,
Absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
Yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
Terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me?
Their combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand. That data is very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Had the wall come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out and closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brainjacked
military
all the
what?
high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement, LLC.
Oh, not Desperado.
Imani's killers.
If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sam. I believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname.
I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh, sorry.
Ready for insertion.
We're ready for insertion. See, he's still not as cool as Solid Snake. And he's wearing high heels. And he's got claws. Why did they give him claws?
Raiden, you landed safely, huh? First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on Codec if you have questions.
I really want a double jump. What's the cat? Does the cat move? Codec.
Raiden, shall we review the capabilities of your new body?
Copy
Okay.
that. Go ahead, Doc.
As we discussed, you've been outfitted with 2 revolutionary new abilities.
Fuel electrolyte absorption and self-repair from C's nanopaste.
Precisely. First, electrolyte absorption. This is simplicity itself. As your HF blade is linked directly to your fuel cells, simply cut into any source of electrolytes. Say, a hostile cyborg made up of CNT muscle fiber. And your fuel cells will recharge on their own. Rather elegant, wouldn't you say?
I would indeed. It's been great so far.
But the
I've
repair
literally
process
walked
is
2
a
meters.
bit more involved, a bit more messy, you might say. Most military cyborg models store a cache of biotic self-repair nanopaste in their lower abdomen.
So I need to slice them open and use Zandatsu to extract it. Cut and take, in other words.
Correct. Once extracted, you need only to crush this unit in your hand to absorb the repairing agent inside. Keep in
Isn't
mind,
that what we
it
were
is
doing?
extremely delicate. If the unit should hit the ground, some paste will surely leak out. It will still repair your body, but less so than if you can retrieve it directly before your foe falls over.
Basically,
Not leaky
harvest
paste.
their organs before their body can even hit the ground.
Rather gruesome, I realize. But then you Americans enjoy a bit of gore, don't you?
I may be a citizen, but I've never really thought of myself as American.
Oh? Well, yes, I suppose I could understand that given your history. But what then? Surely you don't identify as a Liberian.
I don't identify with anyone. No nation, no ethnic group. I'm my own man. Anyway,
I'm my
I seem
own
to recall
man.
those gory torture porn movies were pretty popular in Germany, too.
Indeed, indeed. These splatter films are big in Germany.
That was
Russia,
really quick,
Japan,
Fairby.
everywhere. Well, it all does this film?
Okay,
You prepared lunch for the week in, what, 2 minutes? Oh. I was preparing. Oh, okay.
The bastards are using stealth camo to ambush you. Nice try, but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh? To parry incoming hits, throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
Or just kill him. Oh. I thought I was... Oh, do I need to not press the trigger? $20% off that? Wow. What's on my left side? I don't know. Is that my... That's my mining rig.
And your fill?
with this body, I
Yeah.
could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't
I
exaggerating.
don't know
on the
why that's
cyborg
doing
count.
that. Is it because we're higher up, maybe? There we go. Camera must have moved.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years. That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb.
Yeah, it's not see-through, but it's well, it's just computer parts on a shelf, so you can see through it. So it was green screening everything behind it, but just not the parts.
Could resist, and cyborgs are still human, real thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR
Is it?
angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah, they still don't even count PMCs in official death tolls.
Much better.
With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
We got it.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name. Only all
You can't see it now, right?
muscled up and less predictable.
This is really complex. Hold on. No, I can't see it there. There's a line on the other side. Is it like there? Oh, I'm gonna have to do this properly. Hold on. There we are. There we are. Okay. Up. I don't think you can see anything now. What the heck are these scenes? It's a good question. I set it up for a to be like a zoom, like a I think it was for the dog. I can't remember if I was holding the dog.
Find these guys.
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
I want to know if we've repaired our health.
Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money. They sowed their fate when they took this job. I'm just the Reaper.
Damn.
It's a bit cold, Raiden.
Even for you. Anyway, his school. Let's get to work. Time to increase the peace.
Right.
So Raiden was essentially a new character that was introduced in Metal Gear Solid 2. He was stolen as a baby by Solidus, who turned out to be our father. Spoilers. And raised as like a Solid Snake-esque champion type of person. And we played him in Metal Gear Solid 2 and essentially completed the game as him. Then during Metal Gear Solid 4, he came back as basically a cyborg ninja type person. He got loads of upgrades and stuff, and whilst Solid Snake, you play as Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 4, he was like old and like decrepit. Raiden was like this really cool ninja guy. I don't really remember what happened to him in Metal Gear Solid 4. Not much. I think by the end, he got all his stuff taken off. This is kind of set, I think, after Metal Gear Solid 4. So it doesn't really make any sense to me because he's still got his cyborg stuff on. It might be before Metal Gear Solid 4. But essentially, that's who we are. We are Raiden, who was in Metal Gear Solid. That's essentially all I remember about Raiden. I hope I don't have to fight anybody. Oh.
Raiden, this is Boris. Give me your status.
I'm dying.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolsaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral, a desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down.
So in this world, it's kind of been taken over by PMCs, or private military groups. So instead of like countries having armies, there's just groups of people who sell kind of fighting services. I think we're a member of one. That beeping is because I'm dying.
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them, or approach from behind.
I can't even tell. I was gonna say I can't even see where his face is.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
Toggle. Okay. Oh, I can open these? Item box. A grenade. Why not health? Oh. BP.
Contact.
Oh god. %. I think I'm dead. Yeah.
What's wrong? Come on, buddy, answer me. Raiden? Raiden!
Another death. Okay. Let's try that again. What I could do with is like a lock on. Oh no. I don't know what that did. Okay. Is that blade mode?
Return to your designated route, Raiden. Check the coordinates on your Soliton radar.
Probably go down and fight those guys.